Hello everybody, it's breakfast time and I'm your waffles. Oh god, that was terrible. I am never gonna do that to you again. Anyway, welcome to my latest little obsession, Darkest Dungeon. Currently in early access. The game part of the game seems to be mostly complete. They are working largely at expanding the content, I believe. Anyway, I've played this a few times already, but I thought I'd do a quick playthrough of my own. We will start at the beginning and take on all of the level 1 bosses. I'm not going to progress past that, because all of the bosses after level 1 are just repeats of themselves. Let's see. Back End of Doom sounds like a nice place to live. Okay, there we go. And we'll go ahead and start with a little introductory cinematic. The narrator is great. I'm not going to try talking over top of it.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Anyway, so yeah, this is where we start. Our caravan crashed on the side of the road with our two companions here. Quick tutorial how you navigate. Use the map down here. The map is split up into rooms, and rooms are connected by hallways. Let's see, we've got a highwayman and a crusader. Let's go ahead and rename these guys. Let's see, this one will be Sirkin. Hi Sirkin, my old fishing buddy. And nobody else is gonna get that joke, I'm sure. And I'll be the highwayman. Oops, no, there we go. Now this game is brutal. I mean brutal. Permanent death, and there are moments...
Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
There are moments the game will just say F you and kill one of your characters. And here we go, first fight.
Thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
This shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, except he got the first move. Alright, jerk. Alright, this is in all essence a JRPG, so you want to concentrate as much damage as you can on a single target, which is easy since there's only one target in this case. And he's gonna bleed out before he gets to attack again. Or, you know, we'll just kill him outright. There we go.
Give them no quarter.
Now that Halo you saw, this game is one of I think the kind of the selling point the game made of itself is your characters have to deal with stress and fear. And that's this white and gray bar down here. As that fills up, bad things will start happening to them. And basically it's a second hit point bar, only when it fills up all the way your guy goes insane. Anyone who's played Call of Cthulhu knows about that.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message.
Alright, now we got a little more difficult of a fight.
And their kind is no longer welcome.
We got this big brute up front. And this little guy, this guy can do a lot of damage to us. But the brigand here takes up 2 spots. and our ability Open Vein can only hit the front 2 spots. So, and I don't think Sirkin can target the back row at all. So we're just gonna have to endure his abuse for a bit. Oh, oh. Okay, now we're bleeding. That's a dot in a pretty classic fashion. We're just gonna bring the hurtin' down as fast as we can on this guy and just DPS him down in short order. Oh. Now bleed stacks. Oh, but he resisted. So the more times you hit him with it, the more that damage per turn goes up. Oh my goodness! See, poor Sirkin's taking 4 damage per round now. But I think we're gonna end this pretty quickly, so it's not gonna matter too much. We need to end this fast, though. Okay, now we've pulled this guy up to the front slot, so he can't do that big AoE he's been doing on us. And instead, we can only shoot one guy. And that's it. Fight's over. We take all this loot. And that crest means we're finished with the quest. Oh no! Oh no! Sirkin's having a bad day. Alright, we complete the quest and travel the rest of the way to our little hamlet. We collected some gold, some gems worth more gold, and a few heirlooms. You need the heirlooms to upgrade. Necromunda style, at the end of each adventure, your guys can pick up new quirks, both good and bad. Huh. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. And they keep those, and they just continue to get more and more screwed up the longer you play with them.
Welcome home.
And we get our little recap of everything that happened this week.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now.
Such as they are.
Bound to them.
See, when my dear uncle passed away, he left the old estate to us, and I thought we'd come to here and start a bed and breakfast. Then we showed up, and it turns out Cthulhu moved into the basement and kind of set up shop. So the whole town's a wreck when we get here, and we have to slowly use the heirlooms we salvage out of our old estates to rebuild everything.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws.
The stagecoach brings us new...
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Yes, quite. This game gets really dark. Everything about the art styling, the presentation, the overbearing and hammy narrator, it's all so dark. I actually think sometimes it comes all the way around and flips around to be funny again, in kind of a really dark gallows humor sense. Anyway, I say hire, but the fact is these guys, you don't actually have to spend money on these new soldiers.
And unrelenting.
So you might as well grab them and fill up our roster. And the first thing you want to do is upgrade the stagecoach network as much as you can.
In the mud.
Because these guys can and will die a lot. I guarantee it. And they'll need to be replaced quickly. See, we're now getting 4 guys coming in every single week. So we can we can take a full party wipe. Everyone can die and we'll be able to replace them. And if you want, you can visit the graveyard, which
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth.
This guy's great.
Awaiting merciful oblivion.
I just love this guy. Anyway, people die, they end up in the graveyard, and you can go visit them. Let's see. Here's our first Vestal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you suck. You're terrible. Oh, on the other hand, does have some pretty nice, well, pretty okay abilities. This one I love, Dazzling Light. That's what I kind of consider the Vestal's bread and butter maneuver. Oh, let's see. We'll rename you. You are now Starsqueak. Oops. And if you die, I'm going to wind up sleeping on the couch for a month. And we've got a plague doctor. This person is kind of your dot, your dot and crowd control specialist with some minor healing abilities. They're really good at low levels, but from what I've read and heard, they don't scale well into the upper levels. But they're still working on the game. There's a lot. Oh my god, clumsy? Really? Boy, did we scrape the bottom of the barrel to come up with these guys. Let's see. Plague Doctor can be... Trying to think. It's the Guru. Hey, Goo. Alright, so there's our starting party. And Sirkin's already whining about needing to take it some time off. I don't think so, pal. Alright. Now we're going to embark on our first real quest. And once we're done with that, we'll go ahead and...
madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Oh yes, here we go. We'll embark on a quest into the ruins. Now to do this, you go to... let me go back. You go to the Embark tab. It brings us here. You select the mission you want to go on, or the quest you want to go on. And there we only have one available. And then you just drag the characters you want to send into there, down into the bottom slot here. Oh, hush, Sirkin. It won't be that bad. And once you've got your party assembled, we go and provision them.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold.
Yeah.
Later,
anyway.
In blood.
This guy, he's such an optimist. Anyway, now the important thing to remember is everything you buy goes away at the end of the quest. Doesn't matter, you can't keep it. The food rots, the torches dry out, and your crew smokes the medicinal herbs. So these are all, everything you spend on the expedition is spent. You can't get it back, and it's money that's gone. But really, it's gold. It's made to be spent. Might as well spend it. There's really not many uses. There's not many uses for gold. There are some. Don't get me wrong. It's important to keep a bit of a reserve, but I think a lot of people cut their margins way too narrow on provisioning. Anyway, so this is what we're gonna bring with us. The herbs, the key, and the holy water are basically keys that you use to open different kinds of chests, and the shovel is used to clear. Sometimes you'll come up on a collapsed part of the road and you'll have to clear it. If you don't have a shovel, everyone takes damage and a huge amount of stress and fear. And you don't want that. The stress is bad in the long run because that's what racks up the bad traits. Anyway, we're ready to go. We got our gear. We got our people. Let's walk into the ruins and see what we can find.